Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Today is January 27th, better known as Exo Zombie Day on Call of Duty. But anyway, besides that, we're here to talk about Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. I think I figured it out. Okay, this obviously I'm going to keep going until the movie actually releases or we get a teaser trailer or anything like that. Here's what I got. We know that the Kryptonians went to several other planets within their solar system and throughout the galaxy, okay, and throughout the universe, trying to find new life. All right, check this out. Here it is. Here's where it gets. Here's where it gets good. Whenever the Kryptonians went to other planets, they pretty much wiped out the other races that were on those planets. Okay, I believe that Martian Manhunter, when he's introduced, he'll actually talk about this. How the fire, and I guess, it's kind of like a change in what happened in the comic book lore, but it just makes everything, tie in together and keep it nice and tight inside the DC comic cinematic universe. But the fire that he becomes fearful of is actually because of a Kryptonian. Alright? Now check this out. Krypton was destroyed at the beginning of Man of Steel. We know that. This is where it gets awesome. Now, when Clark activated he put the Kryptonian key inside of the ship, the scout ship. He activated the ship, sent out a signal, a beacon, and then General Zod was able to pick up that signal. Put together the Phantom drive, and then after that, bring the World Engine along, and then they came to Earth. Now check this out. It took them 33 years. This is, I'll get goosebumps. It took them 33 years to get to Earth. The time that we get to Batman v Superman, alright, is roughly, they said, 3 to 5 years after the events of Man of Steel. Obviously, we don't know anything. No one knows anything because nothing's been released. But we can kind of guess and assume, and obviously we're kind of just using, what we know from the space, the gap in between, Batman v Superman and Man of Steel. So we know that there's going to be a little bit of time. Now check this out. Here's what I think. There are a new threat that's coming to Earth. At the end of Man of Steel, he was talking to General Swanwick, and he said, it has to be on my terms, on when I help out, the government, or, work with, Earthlings or whatever. It's just, I'll be the judge of that. And then he flew off and took off in just, the dopest style ever. He was gone. I don't know where he's going. He's probably going back to Lois Lane's bed. But anyway, we know that General Swanwick has to go and convince them. Now check this out. The threat is coming from an alien invasion. I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh, well, we've seen that in, Transformers: Age of Extinction and all that other stuff. I know. I am kind of grabbing elements, but I think it's just better inside the world of DC Comics, all right? But so the alien invasion threat is coming. They get all of their brilliant minds on Earth come together. That's where you get Lex Luthor and Bruce Wayne together inside of Gotham City and Metropolis. This comes about because of the events that happened in Man of Steel. Whenever Bruce Wayne and Lex Luthor and the rest of everybody else that's going to be at I don't know if it's going to be a Superman memorial site, a Superman celebration, whatever you want to call it. Maybe even call it Metropolis Day or Smallville Day, whatever they're going to call this thing. They're going to, memorialize the victims. They're going to pay tribute and honor to those that were fallen during that war and during that fight and that battle. But then Lex Luthor pulls Bruce Wayne to the side and he says, there's something I need to discuss with you. All right. And, obviously the government, General Swanwick, all of them, no one's going to share this information, okay? I don't even know if, I'm not going to go to Suicide Squad way, but maybe she's in there. Maybe she's in there, but I don't know. Maybe. I can see them putting, her in there, but we don't know yet. but we do know that she's been cast now, and she's a major character. But anyway, Bruce Wayne, Lex Luthor pulls Bruce Wayne to the side. He explains to him that, he needs to meet him upstairs or whatever, gives him an invitation over to LexCorp. And then after that, Bruce Wayne then meet in the office. They start discussing things. That's where Bruce Wayne gets the anger and the frustration, because Superman hasn't shown back up. He's been spotted all over, but no one can really see him because he's moving so fast. That's my only explanation I can think of, is that people have been able to, they know it's Superman. They know it's this guy that helped out Metropolis, and he's helping out the entire world. He's flying around. People are seeing sightings of him, but he's not working with the government. He's not working with America or United Nations or whatever. He's just doing his own thing. But there is a threat out there that's coming to Earth. So Bruce Wayne gets angry. He starts investigating, who Superman is, all that stuff. The threat arrives first inside of Gotham City. That's what awakens the Dark Knight. Also, the threat of just an alien invasion awakens the Dark Knight. And then that's what the whole movie's about. It's about Batman pursuing Superman in order to get him to be a team player. Then what ends up happening along the way is that Batman, aka Bruce Wayne, he actually, begins to threaten the people that are closest to Superman. And, how do you want to say it? Superman's learned so much in the short amount of time that he's been on Earth, okay? He's 33, he'll be like 36 years old, all right? He's been through one major battle, several major battles, but one major battle that ended with the death of his entire race, okay? Now there's this new threat that's coming to Earth, and there's also threats that are inside of Earth right now. Let's just use, like, maybe for Aquaman situation, the ocean. There's something in the ocean going on. Fishes are dying, and mammals are, I don't know, whatever you want to say it. All of the sea life there's issues, okay? And then Aquaman's threatening, war on the naval boats or whatever. And then you have Wonder Woman, who the reason why that she has appeared on Earth is to actually fight Superman, and the reason why is because Superman actually, not him, but a Kryptonian killed the Amazonian women. There you go. I'm going to go ahead and say that. I mean that. I really do mean that. I think there was a war between Amazonians and Kryptonians, and the Kryptonians won, and the Kryptonian that's hidden on Earth right now, which could be Kara or whoever knows, I don't know who it's going to be, but there should be one because of the open pod, unless they're just not going to address that. But anyway, the story I'm going with is that, yes, there is one, and Wonder Woman is actually hunting down that last Kryptonian. Then she runs into Kal-El, who's investigating it also using the cover of the Daily Planet, and that's how Superman and Wonder Woman get into it. Now, Bruce Wayne, okay, and Diana Prince, they are working together because, like I said, all of the beautiful minds, the intelligent minds, Wonder Woman, who is, Diana Prince, Bruce Wayne, who's Batman, Lex Luthor, who's an evil genius, but what he's doing is he's using these mastermind people, and they come up with the idea. Check this out. Now, I'm going to throw in a rumor, but the reason why is because it just works with my story. They come up with the idea of utilizing the Kryptonian artifact and spaceship and artifacts, and let me see what else. All of the technology of Krypton, along with some of the dead bodies of the Kryptonians, including General Zod, and they begin to reanimate those bodies. And what ends up happening is that Lex Luthor is actually experimenting on himself, okay, which gives him, more, knowledge, more power, more wisdom, but also gives him more strength, and he's kind of immune to any type of threat that comes at him, from that point. Now, General Zod's body will be used, but it's only going to be used as a tool to get Superman to come out of hiding and to actually fight. Now, Superman and Batman get into it because Batman, Bruce Wayne, agreed to utilize General Zod's body, knowing that it meant something to Superman, that this is his race, and you're using the Kryptonian race as a political ploy to blame, you know, something on, you know, like Kryptonians are all violent and stuff like that. Because they're putting them into a stereotypical box, saying that aliens are bad and they're all trying to harm you and stuff. And then it gets the people of Metropolis and the rest of Gotham City and Smallville and everywhere else around the world. They're getting on this bandwagon, including the United Nations, and that's what starts the war, man. That's what starts, you know, Batman v Superman fighting and everything, you know. And then eventually what ends up happening at the end of the movie, towards the end of the movie, Lex Luthor and his army of, I don't know if they're going to be like, what I was thinking is they're going to be like Bizarro Superman, you know what I'm saying? But they're like, you know, General Zod, maybe a couple of small little Kryptonian guys, or maybe even just robots, and then you can kind of turn that into another superhero, which is Metallo. But I don't know if that's, I mean, not superhero, but villain, which is Metallo, and then you have a little bit more DC Comics lore. And I don't know how that's going to work out, man, right now, but that's where I'm at right now. That's script is epic. It's epic. And just talking about it, it just makes me feel, oh man, it makes me feel pumped up, man, for this Batman v Superman. I'm telling you guys, like, I'm gonna keep on, you know, I'm gonna keep these up, because every time I watch this movie, like I just got to watch it, Man of Steel, I come up with these new ideas. And I don't know if they're fresh ideas, but damn it, they work for me, man. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here, man. Let me know what you think, man, about this draft, and we'll keep going. We'll keep doing it. We'll keep at it, man. We're out of here. Thanks again for listening. And yeah, hit that subscribe button. And I really want to hear your feedback, guys. Don't leave me hanging. Right here. DC Comics Forever. In Zack Snyder we trust. Batman v Superman. I don't know if it's going to come with Jupiter Ascending. We'll see what happens. Now they're saying it's a Super Bowl. Who knows?